Snake niggas sneaking, still ain't see the haters. I can feel them niggas breathing. Made a light shine on them when they hear a guy speaking on me. I'ma hit your girl this weekend. Yeah. Shooters on my pizza, I'm tripping, but I'm getting cheese. Wanted to be make believe, but it ain't. My lungs are older than you think. GDP as a youngin' and I'm still rolling dank. Yeah. Baby looking delicious, I wanna dip it in the tank of chocolate, then lick it off properly. Like whoever looking finna get a show, who stopping me? Blue lemon on my raw organic black property. I'm coming up like Mentos in a Coke bottle. Wanna make a Coke, I ain't a reference, but I don't want a fair problem. I'm fresh as fuck if the feds watching. My outfit killed a white bitch, I think I need a Johnny Cochran. I made sure the gloves fit, sipping OJ. She brushed her teeth and tongue with my dick, I came Colgate. Afternoon with Robin, Florida boy Jay, chillin' Riverside. Few shots, watching my tequila sunrise. I fucked them from midnight to sunshine. Smoked it after she climaxed. Made a tree climb, then I'm out. Then I'm back to the crib, then I'm out. Back to the streets is where I live, yeah. Sometimes life is a bitch. When you meet her, make sure you dress in the freshest fit. Get money out of, make them clutch shots when it comes down to the wire. Yeah. Sometimes life is a bitch. When you meet her, dress in the freshest fit. And get money out of, clutch shots when it comes down to the wire. Yeah. Run it up, motherfucker, run it up.
Yeah, operation get this money anyway.
Yeah, run it up, motherfucker, run it up. Operation get this money any way possible. Niggas going broke into me, it ain't logical. Whether you got a pocket full of stacks or still in pocket full, stack it to the ceiling. The vacation somewhat tropical. Smoking on that tropical. This shit look like poison. No, damn it, nigga, I don't even ask what it's going for. Yo, I had to do it. I had to.
Hey, yo, it's Friday night. You see in the building, Don, Philly in the building. People here, Perspectives and Facts Podcast, episode 83. Here on a Friday night. J Doug is here. Rob is here. We in the building. How is everybody doing tonight? Rob, how you doing tonight, man?
Gucci, bro. No, I am.
Yeah, man. J Doug, how you feeling tonight, man? You know what I'm saying? You good, money? You straight?
Gucci man.
All right,
Gucci man.
How's the audience? You know what I'm saying? This is Florida Boy J. This Perspectives Facts Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Hit the link, subscribe, share, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? That Cash App is right at the bottom at $ Florida Boy J 904. So go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, kick your boy some filet of fish money and a small fry, and that's all. You know what I'm saying? I need. I got some more at the house. I need a combo meal. 2 McDoubles. You know they ain't got a dollar menu no more. Inflation's going crazy.
They ain't got the 5 for 5. I think they well.
I mean, you still got 4, 4, 5, 5, but you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you could move a little bit and come back in a game and, you know what I'm saying, drop $2.14 to get a small fry and a double cheeseburger, and you was straight. You had a bottle of Zephyr Hills at the house.
Mm-hmm.
But because of inflation,
you ain't got nothing.
Nigga, a double cheeseburger might be $3.36. Nigga, I bought a steak, egg, and cheese bagel from McDonald's today. Combo meal. Not $13.
Whoa. Where you get a steak, egg, and cheese from McDonald's?
Oh, I get a steak, egg, and cheese bagel meal from McDonald's.
Where you get a steak, egg, and cheese?
Yeah. Nigga, they ain't got that in Jackson, Florida.
I'm about to say in LA. I couldn't even find
that.
Nah, yeah,
because it's not.
That's the last time I had it was in LA, actually.
But it was pre-pandemic menu. But I know where I got one today.
Oh, nigga, you gotta send me that later.
Yeah. 407 Orlando.
That was my shit.
I also hype. I almost order off the app. But no, enough about me.
Okay.
Enough about me. Like I said, for it, I'm saying it's Beautiful Friday. We got some topics for you guys. One of the topics today is hip hop getting too feminine. You know, you got niggas painting their nails. You know what I'm saying? You know, harmonizing. They're not even rapping no more. They run around in skirts and dresses. Mm-hmm. You know, you got a lot of these females out here, you know, rapping these nigga bars. And is there a transition? That's number one.
Mm.
Number two, we need to talk about who is the better storyteller. It's been a topic this week. People want to talk about it. It wasn't the better rapper because we're going to play where the conversation originated from. And they were talking about, from my knowledge, we're talking about best storyteller.
Right.
So if that was where the conversation originated from, I don't want to move the goalpost and move the origin of who started the discussion. All right.
Right.
Biggie or Ice Cube? Who is the better storyteller? Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G., or Ice Cube, right? We have to find that, find some type of equal ground. We have to, you know, understand and have a conversation about that because I'm 30. I was about to say I'm 20 something. That's a fucking lie. I'm 30.
31.
Yeah, well, everybody in here is about in their 30s. So we begin to be we the unks of the room. But even with that, we still do our knowledge, do our homework. So we will have some information you guys will like. Yeah, it's dope. And last time, Lena the Plug had her scene. Adam 22's girlfriend. That video dropped today. Niggas put that shit on Twitter, so everybody got a good
get a free look.
Got a free look for research purposes. This
That's
was
it.
As somebody in the media, I have to watch certain things for educational purposes.
Terrible what you gotta go through.
I sacrifice my own peace of mind.
Terrible what you gotta go through.
In my eyes for the audience.
Mm-hmm.
So much so, I get some water.
Watching that mess. Yeah, I don't even like to watch porn like that myself, but I watch her just to see what was the hoopla was about.
This nigga said to see what the hoopla
porn, but I watch it for the hoopla.
For the hoopla, to see what the hoopla. You know when niggas be doing some shit?
Hoopla.
You know when niggas be doing some shit when they start throwing in words about how much they don't do something. Hoopla. Anytime I know a nigga do something, he start throwing in $10 to $15 word to drive the point home how much he don't do some shit. Words you never heard a nigga use before. I never heard niggas say hoopla in about 8 months. But today, hoopla.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Lena the Plug and her sex tape that drops. Adam 22's girl. We have Who's the Better Storyteller with Biggie and Ice Cube. Is hip hop getting too feminine? So like I said, make sure likes reflect the viewers. Hit that Cash App, Super Chat.
Well, Boosie called out seemingly Drake, Lil Yachty, probably I'm gonna throw
Uzi,
Kid Cudi. I'm gonna throw all them niggas in there for painting their nails. Cardi. Yeah, I guess he's in there too.
Cardi's definitely in there. And I like Playboy Cardi. Yeah, but do we have the direct quote? If we don't, I can go on Boosie's I can send you his Instagram.
Well, I got the video from Keep Cheers.
Oh yeah, once again, salute to the CNN of the streets, Chick Smooth, out here dropping information. So we go ahead and play that Chick Smooth video. Know what I'm saying? That's my guy. Oh, on top of that, Chick Smooth just hit 100,000 subscribers. I think about a week ago. So salute to Chick Smooth hitting 100,000 subscribers. That's my guy. Congratulations. You know what I'm saying? We always kicking game. You know what I'm saying? Talking that real. He puts in the work on YouTube and salute Chick Smooth, creating 100,000 subscribers. And we're gonna go ahead and play this video come from his channel. Make sure you subscribe to Chick Smooth on YouTube. Let's go ahead and run this.
Yeah. No shit smooth in here, right? So whatever you say,
Shit gonna have everything up there.
whatever you say, shit's gonna be on YouTube with it, man.
Oh wait, y'all thought Boosie was gonna chill? So you guys really thought after Boosie got out of jail, he wasn't gonna be his normal homophobic self? Y'all are wildin'. Boosie is calling out Drake and also the Island Boys. He's tired of all the fuckery he's been seeing in hip hop lately. Now, I really don't want to touch on the whole Twincest thing with the Island Boys. I thought that was very, very disturbing. I don't know why all these blogs covered it. If you guys know Boosie has been very outspoken with a lot of things going on in hip hop. Now, you guys remember him going at it with Lil Nas X, which eventually led to him getting a couple of his social media pages banned. Today, Boosie is speaking out again. Boosie took to Twitter to say, Island Boys kissing, ninjas painting their nails, BBLs. I'm sick of this feminine ass rap game. These MFers about to start wearing thongs and eyelashes next. And you wonder why the women taking over, because y'all trying to be them. And back of your mind, some days y'all want to be hoes. My bad, city girls. Now, I'm sure you guys all know the rappers we have that actually paint their nails. Lil Yachty, Uzi, Playboy Cardi. Now, recently, Drake made headlines for painting his nails as well. Now, this was a shocker to everybody. Drake posted this picture right before he went on tour. You guys can see him with a freshly painted set of nails. Now, obviously, no one anticipated Drake joining this movement, but Drake does kick it with Lil Yachty a lot. I'm sure Lil Yachty was a huge influence in Drake getting his nails painted. Listen, man, it's a new day and age. People are gonna do a lot of weird things, a lot of things you may not agree with. I've always been a fan of, if something doesn't affect you, leave it alone. Don't even pay any mind. These rappers and these celebrities are humans just like you and I. Do not prop them up or hold them up to a certain standard, because trust me, you will be disappointed. Tell me what you guys think about this man. Boosie is not having it. He's calling out to the Island Boys. Drake and everybody else that paints their nails, and also rappers getting BBLs. Push comments below. Subscribe to my channel. Like this video. I'll see you guys later.
Yep. I'm gonna be
Subscribe
honest.
to my channel.
I'm gonna be honest. I definitely understand what Lil Boosie is saying, because to be honest, like Lil Boosie, he's older than a lot of us, right? So he comes in a time where, you know, when you come into hip hop, then when you had to be actually know how to rap. And number two, especially in the era he came in, like you really had to be like street, you know, you had to be gay. You know, you had to have a certain level of masculinity to be taken seriously as a rapper, right? And that, like, you couldn't be a rapper 10, 20 years ago and have your fingernails painted and be taken seriously.
Nah, I wouldn't have took Pac serious with his fingernails painted. I ain't gonna lie.
Pac different though.
Well, Pac did
Upper tier niggas,
I
yes.
don't know. Pac did some such stuff. Some people say because for that time, having a nose ring,
people. But I mean,
that was like
Pac was upper tier though. Pac was upper
mean?
tier.
What that mean?
Upper tier, like Pac, like people knew who Pac was. Pac wasn't like some mumble rapper and, you know, just like one hit wonder. Like Pac had longevity. He had
but Drake does have longevity in the system, and he painted his nails.
True.
Yeah.
But with
Pac came out with a nose ring. He wasn't like,
that's what I'm saying. But Pac didn't. But
he wasn't following.
Okay, but the thing about it is his Pac came out with a nose ring, but Pac was still, you know, he was a real nigga.
Yeah,
he had different bars, so it wasn't like he was coming out painting his nails and trying to harmonize.
He didn't do that shit to be cool.
And do certain things. And it wasn't the era where, you know, you're questioning like the masculinity of hip hop. Like I said before, you know, having Diddy, Kanye about 10, 11 years ago coming out in the kilt dresses, right? You got certain other individuals out here in the streets. So you got these harmonizing, you got less rappers actually, you know, coming out having a certain type of masculinity, niggas painting nails. You know what I'm saying? Coming out here with relaxers and straightening their hairs and shit. Niggas is singing. Like Boosie said, you got an Island Boys kissing and shit. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of weird things. It's like a transition going on the way. And because of that, like he said, you have a lot of these female rappers who may be taking over because they may be giving off more of a masculine or more machismo. I wouldn't say masculine. I'll say more machismo aspect of their raps than some of these men. And as a nigga like Drake or Lil Yachty or some of these niggas who paint their nails, or like we said, Playboy Cardi or Uzi, yeah, they rap, they're good and all, but I don't want to sound like an old nigga, right?
Right.
But at the end of the day, they are feminizing hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some Uzi songs, like it's some Cardi songs I like.
Did you like that new Uzi album? I don't want to throw you off.
It's straight. I haven't really went back to it like that because I've been on a new V's album that, you know what I'm saying, that Ganger.
Okay, keep going. I don't know.
Yeah, but nah, Uzi, like I said, he makes cool songs, and I understand that I'm 30, so I'm aging out of the demographic that most music is made for. So I can't sit here and say something is good or bad when I know it's not actually made for people like me. But even with that said, I listen to Uzi, I listen to Trippie Redd, I listen to a lot of these, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Modern rappers, and a lot of them do paint their nails. Snoop Dogg paints his nails, so you can't say it's a thing that new rappers are doing. Niggas like Snoop Dogg been painting his nails and his toenails for years. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never seen Snoop Dogg.
I have, but not like personally, but like online. Pause. Wiz Khalifa also somebody paints his nails.
Yeah, Wiz definitely done this shit.
So let me ask you a quick question, because you know I got the question.
Go ahead.
Just to get the conversation
right.
Your son painting his nails, does he get pushback from you?
Yeah, my son painting his nails gets pushback from me. Because, like, why are you painting your nails?
I want to be like the rappers. My Drake, Daddy, that's the new fly shit.
That's not good enough.
You on that old nigga time?
That's not good enough reason to paint your nails. Like, I'd rather you just say you're gay than say you want a rapper to fucking you listen to a rapper to paint your nails or some shit.
But you know, back in the day, our days, 2 earrings was risky too.
I'd rather you say I'm painting my nails because like this is who I am than painting my nails because I'm following somebody else.
We all follow the rappers now.
Giving a curse.
We style, the way we dress, the way we flow.
Yeah,
it's because of the rappers we listen to now. We all. You ain't never. You can't tell me you listen to Pop, but you never tied your bandana like Pop did.
It have to be.
I don't believe you.
But you know why? Because that was cool. Paint your nails.
But for his generation,
bro, I don't think as a 13, 14-year-old boy in middle school or high school, if you show up the first day of school with your nails painted, like everybody's like, oh, you're dope, you're cool. I think they're gonna be like, nigga, you're still kind of weird.
I mean, back when we were in high school, probably.
Yeah, but even now, bro,
when they go to high school, that's
I think
different.
even some of the kids are like, nigga, what you coming out or something? Nigga, what the fuck is you on?
Nah, because them kids will understand it differently. We would.
I'm
telling you,
I'm thinking
if it went in our high school, we wouldn't understand it. If they kids do it nowadays, it's different because, like you said, most of the rappers are doing it. So kids are gonna know.
My
like,
thing
oh,
is,
you doing that little Uzi, you doing that. Like they don't do that shit like that. Back in our day, it's a different story. Niggas be like, that's confusing as fuck because not a lot of rappers was doing that shit at the time. It was a couple rappers doing it, but they wasn't, you know what I'm saying? But now, as many of them niggas that do that shit, them kids are they're just copying it.
But see, pimps, that's a different game. And you know, personally, I don't want to keep preaching P on this goddamn platform. But at the end of the day, it's a different game. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like I said, I ain't gonna get too much because the game is to be sold, not to be told. So we ain't gonna go there tonight. But you know, my bottom line is niggas who are not in certain professions shouldn't be walking around painting their nails because people who are in certain professions are doing it. That's like saying dress like Rick James and the Isley Brothers because niggas was doing that in '79. No, those outfits, but those outfits were tailor made. They had niggas who like dressed them up and design outfits for them and costumes. Those were costumes because you weren't seeing your favorite artist on a Tuesday on a fucking show, on a podcast, on some type of TV show. Your favorite artist may do no. Let me finish. Back in the day, celebrities, if they were not doing an album rollout or some promotion, you're not seeing the biggest artist on a Tuesday. You're not seeing what the biggest artist is doing on a Friday night because of social media and internet and the accessibility to famous people in the last 15, 20 years. That is
different because social media adds to it.
Right. So what I'm saying is when you did see these stars, they were in costume. Like if you ever seen Lil Wayne, the Nino Brown series, right? The whole time he's rocking regular clothes, basketball shorts and white tees. And the few times you see he goes on stage, he got on the bright blue skinny jeans and the scarf.
Right.
And it's a outfit. You're a character. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Rock and Dwayne Johnson. But go ahead.
If we don't have social media, if they don't have social media back then and they was wearing that shit, like if the Isley Brothers was wearing that shit and there's no social media to like see it, you know, consistently and be like, okay, this is what they're doing. How do you not know they were not wearing that shit all the time? Because like social media is a reason for a lot of these niggas doing a lot of things because it's being seen. So they keep doing it because people know they're gonna see it. If you don't have nobody going to see it, what's the point of you wearing it all the time? But unless you want to wear it because that's your shit. So they might have been out here wearing the same shit that you saw the pictures of just out in the streets because at the end of the day, they probably wasn't thinking, ain't nobody taking pictures of us to put them on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. They're probably rocking the same shit.
Hey, I put the link in the comment section. Is hip hop becoming too feminine? Boosie calls out Drake for painting his fingernails. He also called out the Island Boys for doing what they were doing online.
I mean, the kissing shit
being disgusting. Listen, hip hop had been came too feminine to me, and I don't even really think it started off with the painting of the fingernails. It started off with just some of the messaging that we start pushing in the music.
Yeah,
that become feminine.
You think so?
A lot of it, all this designer talk, and you know, like Boosie said when he first came out, you don't hear nobody write no song about their mother no more. You know, you don't hear a nigga write a song about the struggle no more. It's always about I'm whining, some woman broke my heart, Juice WRLD, Young Boy, I got paid. It's always some weak ass shit. It ain't no conqueror shit that you know, Pop used to be rapping on. You know what I mean? It don't make you feel strong. That Exit to Tashion Wave, all that shit was feminine.
Songs about broken heart.
Oh, that whole broken heart wave was feminine,
but it was different though.
That emotional wave was so feminine.
And no, I can't say that because you can't act like men don't have emotions or go through things, and certain types of men don't have heartbreak. So I can't say that because I feel like one thing that our era of men have accomplished is being able to express our feelings without judgment or feeling like we have to be fucking robots for society. So if you're a street nigga, if you're emo, whatever you are, whatever demographic of man you represent, emotional music should be able to come out in different capacities. So I'm never gonna say the melodic rap or the emo rap or the emotional rap songs that's been coming out are bad. I do feel like
past that, Pop rapped about his pain. We were listening to Pop before we got on live. What Pop say? I smoke a blunt to take the pain out. And if I wasn't high, I'd probably try to blow my brain.
Yeah, but but your favorite emo rapper says the same thing, and y'all be oh, this nigga sounds sad. Okay, but you say about Pop, but Pop rapped about suicide too. But Pop is very
Biggie
niggas
did too.
exactly. So you can't say Suicidal Thoughts is a Biggie song.
Love
So you can't sit. So
But
you
it was
can't.
more masculine, though.
No, it wasn't. It was what he could interpret to people in the time that he lived in.
Exactly.
Like
you just included gangster shit into it.
That's
but
what
it
I'm
was still
saying.
Very emotional.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't sit up here and try to compare eras where men had to conduct themselves in a different way. Now, there's positives and negatives to everything. The positives to acceptance is that men are able to openly express their emotions through music. The negatives of that is you got niggas taking it too far and painting their nails and being some type of metrosexual individual, which is no problem with that. There's really no problem with that. But in the era of hip hop, what agenda are you pushing knowing your influence, right? And I think that's the conversation at hand. It's not about what you're doing, your personal preference. It's like what you guys said before. If like your 12, 13, 11-year-old son, you know, you come home and he's painting his nails and you catch painting his nails, he's like, oh, I'm doing it because I seen like Lil Yachty do it. As a parent, as a man, is gonna mind fuck you because you remember you were probably sagging or wearing shoes. I was buying Air Forces because Nelly dropped Air Forces, or I'm selling dope and wearing snowman shirts because Jeezy, you know what I'm saying, dropped Can Ban and Snowman. Now my kid is painting his nails because of hip hop. We went from breakdancing because of hip hop, wearing baggy clothes because of hip hop, smoking weed because of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Selling drugs because of hip hop.
Every generation gonna have a problem with it.
To now, are we fearing our own children painting their nails because of hip hop?
Because I remember my pops, he hated me sagging my pants and doing all that shit, big shirts and everything. He hated that shit.
That shit was whack as fuck when you look back at it. Too.
Yo, wait, when you look back, yeah, for real. But I'm just saying, even with the nail painting thing though, like it's one of them things where like when you're a kid, you do all these things to emulate these people.
Salute.
And then later on, you really, you know, you always gonna look back and be like, damn, that was some dumb shit we did. Because I remember all the shit I did middle school, high school. I'm like, why the fuck was I trying to do that shit at all? Like I don't do none of that shit now because it made no sense.
I mean, to be honest,
and I think the same thing too. I think it's just kids just doing shit, and I mean, as far as when it comes to the kids doing it, like if it's your teenage son or something like that, they just doing that shit because it's cool at the time. But when they get older, they gonna look back and they gonna be like,
shit was whack.
That shit was dumb as hell. Like why was doing that shit at all?
I mean, yeah, I understand what you're saying. When Kanye beat 50 Cent, it went downhill, but that's not a fact. But that's the reason why I say it's not a fact, because if you look into the intricacies of that situation, Jay-Z was behind Kanye West beating 50 Cent. And even 50 Cent, no, but even 50 Cent said, even 50 Cent said that shit.
I forgot that. Never seen nobody beat 50 Cent.
Yeah, so, and on top of the fact, hip hop needed to evolve with Kanye and the music he was dropping. All that boom bap rap, shoot 'em up, selling dope is important, but hip hop did not need to be the premium point of rap at that point, the way Kanye was experimenting. And we do have Pops in the building. What's going on, my nigga? What's going on, my nigga?
What it is?
Friday night.
It's a Friday night.
You got his volume up?
Hold on.
Yeah, turn your mic on.
Hey, turn your mic on, Pops.
There we go. That's it.
Make sure you got your mute on.
Hey, are you muted?
Nah.
Is he muted?
Oh, I thought he froze for a second.
Is he on the Puerto Rican headset?
I got the.
Yeah, Pop's got yeah. Pop's got some fly nigga headset. Give him a minute, man.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yo. You can hear me?
Is he talking now? Can you hear him? He said it's not like drug dealing murderers who beat women in their raps during the 90s are better role models. Like, you're right.
I'm gonna double back.
You're right. Yeah, he's come back. We're talking. A writer artist says not like drug dealing murderers who beat women in their raps during the 90s are better role models. That's a good point. That's a good point. But I think there has to be a balance.
You know who I like to express their feelings?
Who?
The right way and it's still manly. Kodak Black.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's a good example of you can get emotional. You can do your thing.
What song was it?
Nah, could have been different.
Yo.
One of my favorite Kodak Black
I had it.
songs.
Hold
He
on,
rapping
I'm
fast
about
as
to
fuck.
call my one.
Let me check you.
Yeah,
Y'all can
yeah.
hear
Mike check Pops. See Pops in the building.
1 2 1 2. Y'all can hear me?
Can you hear him?
Still
His volume
none?
up.
What the
Let me
fuck?
check
going on?
something I'm doing.
Pops, are you
Calm
mute?
My Spirit by Kodak.
No, I'm not
Pops,
muted. I'm
are
not
you muted?
Nah.
You gotta be muted.
Have you checked your volume? Have you checked your little profile, the little avatar, the microphone?
Yeah, I did, but I don't know what the fuck
You
going
can't
on with
hear
this.
it all, bro.
Yeah, we can't
Hold
even
on.
hear you.
I got something.
His
I got
volume
something.
his volume is good because you guys can hear me coming over, right?
You can hear us.
All right, yeah. Come out and then come back in.
Say something on your screen.
On my screen, I'm here. You got like
your mic muted on that one?
Nope.
No.
You can hear us?
Not coming off your computer, no. I can't.
I'm pretty sure the audience can hear us, so we're gonna continue to talk.
They can hear us, but I can't.
Okay,
hear
cool. So J Doug,
We'll see
probably call back in. But like I said, for hip hop, I think is getting more feminine. I do think niggas painting nails to me is a subtleness of it, but the more melodic raps is kind of like I can see why we haven't had a superstar in the past 5 years of hip hop because there hasn't been a rapper that comes out, a traditional rapper with bars that's cool, that niggas want to be, women want to be with, that we can get behind, and that's like, okay, this is the next guy. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I tried to orchestrate with Lil Baby, but to me, Lil Baby was more of a push than the people's choice.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Even with Gunna, I always like Gunna more than Lil Baby, and I feel like Gunna's last album kind of proved it to me that he's a better rapper than Lil Baby.
I was always a fan of Lil Baby, and even I love not Lil Baby.
No, but see, I hear what you're saying, George.
Can you read that out loud?
Yeah, George. Was it Guadalupe?
Yeah,
George Guadalupe. The hell? What the F is wrong? Boosie says, always got the shit to say about everyone and everything. What you that insecure about yourself? Gotta say shit about everyone. Speak about your lover in prison. Got flick those.
Oh no.
Okay.
Take your time next time, and if you're gonna do something that long, send a cash out, man.
Yeah, send the cash app, nigga. God damn, you out here wanting niggas to read dissertations.
We don't mind.
Pardon. Yeah. You out here wanting to. Yeah, come on. You writing paragraphs.
Let's see if we got.
Let's see. Okay, we're gonna bring Pops back. Pops calling from a Dominican headset.
Yo,
Hold on.
yo.
What's up?
Y'all
Can we hear him now?
No.
What the fuck?
I don't know why we can't hear you.
Check your.
I don't know what to tell him.
I don't know what to tell. I don't know if we got him turned up. Check J Duck. Check. Make sure.
Unmute yourself. We can't hear you because the guest mute. That's what my thing's saying.
Oh, he muted himself. Hold on, man.
Yeah,
hold on.
It's unmuted.
All right. What about now?
It's unmuted.
Can you talk now?
Still can't hear me?
I still ain't hearing him, and he unmuted.
All right, I can't.
I'm going to send some text messages.
He unmuted. I still can't hear him.
All right, so Pops, we can't hear you, man.
All right, for
I
sure.
don't know what's going on with the system.
A nigga said we can hear Pops. They said they can hear him.
Oh, y'all can hear him?
Damn,
Oh,
Let
for
me
sure.
check something on my screen.
For sure.
Yeah, we got check your screen because if they saying they can, I just got a text saying they can hear Pops.
Okay,
So they can hear him. And if we can't, then I guess it's something on our end. So Pops, you're being vindicated. Give me a second.
All right.
Technical difficulties. Give me a second. But while we get that together, what Boosie said to me, I understand why people are irritated about Boosie. It seems like he always has something to say. But you guys have to understand something about Boosie, that he has a demographic and he has certain people. Hold on. Your audio is removed. Add yourself back and use the layout buttons if you want to maximize guest screen without audio, without losing audio. You got that message, J Doug? Can you hear him?
Yeah.
Try now.
Yo.
No. I don't know why I can't hear, but it usually come right through. Yeah. We'll see in a minute. Give us a second. But they saying they can hear him.
Yeah. Try now.
Nah, I can't hear him on YouTube. So it has to be something going on with us.
He's not coming out the speaker.
All right, so they can hear Pops. We can't hear him.
All right. What we can do is
I can hold this up to my ear and listen to Pops while he talks. But that's the best thing I can do. So if you want to bring Pops back on, Pops.
Oh, now, let me refresh everything and we'll see what we got.
All right, refresh it because we got 23 people live chat. Hey, while refreshing this, go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure the likes reflect the viewers in the building. Salute. Yeah, make sure we can get Pops in there because, like I said before, he's gonna be a good person to talk about this Boosie topic. And I feel like with Boosie, people getting irritated and mad about what he's saying. But at the end of the day, I understand that Lil Boosie represents.
What happened? Now I can't even see them boys.
There's outdated. I actually do feel like Lil Boosie and the things that he says are relevant to a certain demographic. And that demographic, even if it's a loud minority, still needs to have their voice heard. Robert, do you agree? Do you agree, J Doug? I think Lil Boosie is necessary. People don't think flies and mosquitoes are, but they help the ecosystem.
They do.
Lil Boosie is here to balance out the bullshit that we see on social media. And a lot of you niggas have been modernized to be afraid to speak about the things that you're uncomfortable with. And Lil Boosie puts himself on the line every time to say the things that a lot of you niggas are scared to say.
Sure, I'm not.
Sure.
Yo. Yeah. None.
Check your mic one time. You check your mic one time. We can't. Your mic good?
Yeah, I can hear myself.
I still can't hear him.
I can hear him on my YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know why he ain't coming through the speakers.
Yeah, I can hear him. So
You want me to just
I don't know
go?
what the hell the audio is, but all right. So Pops, I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, just go because I can hear you.
Oh, for sure. Okay. So
tell me what
you
you think about Boosie
you
shit,
need
bro.
you need Boosie type niggas in real life around you to balance out some of the fuckery that be going on that people don't want to speak on, right? So Boosie is essentially saying what a lot of other niggas is thinking, but he doesn't give a
Right.
shit about being canceled. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of other artists that feel the same way, but they not going to speak about it. I don't know if y'all remember, it was being during quarantine. Nicki Minaj brought up about niggas being down low and shit on what the Soulja Boy stream. You feel
Right.
what I'm saying? And Soulja Boy ain't really want to talk about the shit, right? But she
Right.
didn't care. Like, hey, it is what it is. Like, niggas scared of being canceled. I'm not. You need more artists to really publicly speak out about shit that they're not agreeing with and they're not fucking with. And it should be okay to state your opinion in music or in anything that's going on, and no cancellation, all this other bullshit that be happening, right? Now the Island Boys shit, that's just some straight, them niggas going broke. They going the one way that every person that go broke seem to go at. That's just what that is. Them boys losing money. Now they going to
Now they on the dumb
what,
shit.
you know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden, I guess we like each other or some, some weird shit. I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? But for the most part, what Boosie said is right. I mean, like, niggas wasn't painting their nails like that back then and different things like that because we deemed it feminine. I think that the world's gotten so soft to a point that everything's supposed to be accepted, and I just personally don't believe that.
And one thing I'll say about the Drake thing too, and this is why Drake, I'm gonna keep it a buck. This is why Drake is always gonna be laughed at, made fun of, and not gonna be taken serious, because he does things like this that make people look at him as like not a rapper, as not an MC. Like, you paint your nails. Not only do you paint your nails and you act real feminine, you also don't go to a lot of black media spaces to do podcasts and, give them looks or give them shine. So you really alienate your audience that you try to be so hard. It's like Drake alienates his audience year round, but then when it's time to sell a record or go on tour, he wants the same people that he alienates 10 months out the year to support his shit. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And it's like, yeah, I might want to go to a Drake concert, or I might want to, blast a Drake album. But you out here painting your nails, going on this white girl's podcast and letting her talk about she don't know none of your music, but you're sitting here on the podcast. It's like you make black, and I know this is a different topic, but I seen Drake, I don't know if you've seen the footage of him. He's like laying in bed with some white girl, and she's like, yo,
Yeah.
can you like buy me a flight nonstop? And he's like, oh, is that like a Drake reference? And she's like, no, I don't even know your songs. He's just like looking at her crazy. It's like you gonna let a white bitch disrespect you like she'll know none of your songs, and you make black podcasters suck your fucking cock to come on their show and out you're the fucking best rapper alive and be like, oh, everything you drop, Drake, is great. We're never gonna ask you about Pusha T. Oh man, come on, Rap Radar. We're gonna give you a 2-hour podcast and throw softball questions because we need Drake on our platform so bad to elevate. But he goes to these white podcasters, don't even give him a serious interview, but he wants to have that type of look. And that's disrespectful to the black media outlets who actually, champion Drake who actually preserve his name and his music and his discography amongst their audience. He doesn't go to there. He doesn't go to Joe Budden. He doesn't go to Gil the Kid. He doesn't go outside of Rap Radar. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't go to none of these up and coming podcasters. He goes to, like I said, the sometimes kind of what Kanye did with Nick Fuentes. You go to these obscure white people and do your press runs with them before you come to a black audience. And when you come to a black audience, we got to bow down and kiss your feet. You go to a white audience, they can act like they don't know your music and even mock you, and it's a cool little funny interview. And then that combined with you paint your nails, this other goofy shit is the reason why Drake is alienated by a lot of backpack rappers and hip-hop traditionalists and OGs who push back against the Drake propaganda and narrative.
Now, I agree with you on that. I don't know if you remember too, like he doesn't even go on Charlemagne. Like Charlemagne probably the most.
Drake is not finna talk to no found FBA. Period. He'll go all the way to London and do an interview, but he not finna talk to no foundational.
Hold on, J Doug's about to drop. Goddamn, Pops, what you about to say?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, he doesn't even go on Charlemagne. No Breakfast Club interviews. Like you said, when he does a black interview, they have a select bit of question that they're gonna ask. Don't go off of these 10 topics. The moment that you deviate from these 10 topics, interview's over with. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, he did an interview with his son with a white dude like last year. And the dude is asking all kind of, stuff that you would not allow a black media person to ask you.
Exactly.
And it's all hee and ha ha when he's asking. But if I ask now, I'm wrong. The white man's making jokes about you hiding your son and stuff, and it's just, it's jokes and it's ha ha. But if he comes on, Charlemagne show or Joe Budden show, and they ask the same question, is why you disrespecting me like that? You trying me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we got to keep the same energy music wise from these big time artists. The energy still needs to be kept the same. You know what I'm saying? One thing that I never take from Summer Walker, she the same way, no matter who talking to her, no matter who's interviewing her, she give the same answers every single time.
That's a fact.
Summer give the same answer. She don't like doing interviews. She don't like touring. She don't like talking to people. She give the same answers every time. You're not going to get a different person because she's talking to a different person. It's always consistent. I think a lot of times these bigger artists, they're not consistent with their answers because they think they want to appeal. What do you call it? Pandering to the white hand.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Reaching out for a white hand, pandering for a white hand. We probably gonna make them shirts too. Reaching out for a white hand. Tees.
Out in touch.
And that's
hold on. J Doug, go ahead, finish that line. Finish that song. That is
reach out in touch. Grab a white hand. Pull yourself up to the white man. Amen.
That's one of our songs we're gonna drop on the first Perspective Facts podcast mixtape. It's Reaching Out for a White Hand. Track 2. J Doug. But yeah, a lot of these rappers be pandering to a white audience and then want to come back to us and they drop some new shit. But the thing about Drake, I feel like he's always gonna be like this. I feel like Drake is always gonna be somebody who he's not gonna come to black audiences till his peak is over, till his run is over.
Drake run will never be over, bro. Drake run will be over when Drake run it, it'll be like Jay-Z, bro. It's like when he's done with music, he would take his fan base wherever he go in business. He's just wherever. Yeah, I don't think Drake is Jewish.
He ain't
bro.
gonna just, yeah, he not gonna.
Drake run is never over.
But
bro.
guess what? You mentioned Jay-Z, but Jay-Z, he's still Jay-Z, but he's not Drake. And when I say that, I'm gonna hold on, Pop. I'm gonna let you finish. When I say that, it's like saying that LeBron is LeBron, but he's not Ja Morant. You know what I'm saying? LeBron is still LeBron. He's still the nigga in the league, but he not that new hot shit. He's not the fresh nigga on the top right now. He's more of a legacy than the actual hot person who's Drake. You're expecting a Drake album every year. You're not expecting a Jay-Z album every year. So Jay-Z's more of a legacy act. Drake is more, he's actively in the game.
I don't really expect nothing from Drake no more. Because I don't even listen to Drake new stuff. Well,
So to be
whole catalog for me to be good.
so with Drake, like when you bring up Hov and then you bring up LeBron, right? It's like a Michael Jordan and a LeBron situation. What I mean by that is one person has adapted to last 20 years, right? That goes from play style, different things that they implemented in their game to last, where there's certain things that some of the older guys, when we discuss sports, probably can't make those same adaptations to evolve with the times of music. Like, could you ever hear Jay-Z make a dance hall album? Could you ever hear Jay-Z do Afro beats? I'm just saying, like Drake. Yeah, Drake understands the audience and he understands the times you're in, and he's a capitalist on anything that's popular. You know what I'm saying? Bad Bunny was blowing up, right? And then next thing you know, Drake got a song with him. I'm like, well, damn, he wasn't even out of this world yet. You know, to where he is now. That was what, 4 years ago when he dropped the MIA, the Mia song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Drake understands, hey, look, I have to stay relevant in this rap game, because one thing about rap music, if you don't know how to keep it fresh, if you don't know how to keep it entertaining, the fans, us, will write you off like Allen Iverson.
We're gonna put you in an era instead of,
Yeah, you know, like Wayne is still Wayne, but like we not looking for I Am a Human Being 3.
But
nobody's
Wayne,
looking
but
for it.
listen, you say that with Wayne, but Wayne was actually sabotaged by Baby. Because if you want to
He
keep
was.
it 1,000,
He was.
let's keep it 1,000, Pops. Niggas who went on that Drake versus Wayne tour, everybody said Wayne smoked that nigga. Now we are talking about 2013-14 Drake catalog versus Wayne, who pretty much had a completed catalog at that time. So of course Wayne would smoke Drake at that point. But remember that song "Believe Me" that came out?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, when that song came out, that was supposed to be the lead single to the Carter 5. That was like into 2014, 2015 type shit, right? Carter 5 ain't dropped till 2018. So if Wayne and Carter 5, a lot of those songs, a handful of songs were made like 3-4 years, like around time Believe Me came out. So if Carter 5 would have came out with a lot of those tracks, it did sound dated, but did sound really good tracks. To me personally, I don't think Wayne would have ever fell off like that.
I can agree.
2012, 13, with All My Bitches Love Me, what Ain't Worried About Nothing. Wayne was still Wayne.
100%.
And that one little stuff, hold on, and I'm gonna give it back to you. And
sure.
When Wayne couldn't really drop music around 2014, and you seen Young Thug come out, you seen Future come out, you seen Nicki and Drake take off, Wayne was forgotten. You got Future, Thug, Nicki, and Drake pretty much representing Young Money and representing both sides of what Wayne represented as the new age rapper. By the time Wayne was able to come back, nigga, we got Future and Thug. We don't need Wayne no more. Not this generation, right?
That's true. That's true. I will say too, like Wayne's trying to do that alternative music was before its time. So when you listen to like Uzi and even some McCarty and some of that alternative rap, Trippie Redd, like Wayne actually experimented in this realm already. It just was not as accepted when he did it. When he did the Prom Queen and the gonorrhea, people weren't fucking with it, right? But Uzi just dropped a whole album with a completely rock song on it, and they're like, "Oh damn, like this shit go crazy." But like Wayne did this. You know what I'm saying?
But
Bridging
Wayne
that gap.
also has a hand in feminizing hip hop.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this forward for y'all. Another thing Boosie said in his tweet is females. That's why females taking over hip hop. That's why females taking over rap. That was the second part of it. Do you feel like women are taking over the hip hop scene?
I feel like because the bar is lowered in music to the point where niggas want viral songs, TikTok moments, 15 to 30 seconds of a catchy phrase, hook, or a couple bars that can go viral, or a line or a dance. The bar is so low. It's not a female thing. It is in music general.
Right.
That is easier for certain women in hip hop to make songs because all we're looking for at this point in hip hop is catchy jingles. If that's what you're looking for, you're not looking
TikTok songs.
right. You're not looking for music. You're not looking for aesthetic. You're not looking for a message. You're not looking for bars. You're not looking for a wave, a new look, a new sound. Looking for something that we can repost.
A lot of Meg shit, and I like Meg as an artist, but a lot of Meg shit, a lot of her stuff that she's produced and came out with, a lot of it's TikTok jingles.
What's that sexy red song? Ski.
Booty hole
TikTok
brown.
jingles, bro.
Ski. That shit
They're
hard.
all TikTok
But yeah,
jingles.
that booty hole brown.
You know what I noticed it's all about right now, bro? One-liners. Rip me out the passage.
I've been acting brand new.
That's it.
Hey, matter
My
of fact,
pussy Pete,
it.
my booty hole brown.
That's
I
it.
might be up tomorrow. This shit is all about one-liners, bro.
I'm gonna say this though. On that same tip though, I will give the female artists their respect as far as the bar they're dropping.
There's some
It's
good
not just all my pussy, my pussy, my pussy, my pussy, my pussy. You know what I'm saying? Because Cardi B, she been dropping some shit. She been going crazy on the features, and it ain't been like just my pussy, my pussy, my pussy. I think we're used to like when you go back and listen to some older, not the super old. I'm talking about post Trina. Everybody up until Nicki Minaj was on this whole I'm trying to just rap about sex. Right now we fast forward. Nicki drops, right? Now Nicki drops. Now we're trying to get more female artists that are giving bars, but there's just nobody that can compete with Nicki. I think there's more female artists now that got a little bit more penmanship, and so they get that respect in this game right now as far as with the penmanship. You know, I think Lotto. I respect her pen. It's been nice, and it's nice.
I fuck with Lotto. Lotto's dope. Lotto's dope. Now I didn't like. I'm gonna keep it a buck. The reason why I think Lotto's dope is because like when we see her on that like rapping show, like she was actually like I'm not even saying she writes all her songs because you know there was a ghostwriter that writes her shit too. But what I'm saying is like she wasn't just like a pretty face that people were like just grabbed to. Okay, you need start rapping. Like it looks like she was just somebody who really did kind of like a Meg Thee Stallion in a way, where some of these female rappers are like rappers for real. Like before they popped off, like they were actually writing rhymes. Now if they got writers now, to me that's no different than your favorite male rapper, because once you get a bag and when you sign a deal, they got songs ready to go. They just want to see who like really on some real shit. Really want to talk about music industry shit and songs and ghostwriters. Top rappers get the pick of the litter.
100%.
They pass over the biggest songs first. If they pass over, maybe it might get to you. Like that "See You Again" Wiz record, that was passed over by a handful of niggas before it got to Wiz Khalifa, and Wiz Khalifa just took the opportunity and turned it what it turned into. But he didn't write that song. It wasn't a song like, oh, I'm coming up with the concept and I got the bars.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And hold on, salute to Cedar Hill, Texas. You know what I'm saying? We got I think Texas, I don't know if it's Cedar Hill, but I know Texas, Houston, and Dallas, both of them are in my top 10 audiences. So Texas, definitely, whoever went on tour, we're definitely stopping in Texas. And salute to Stacy Galore with the $5 cash app, Trans Lives Matter. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Stacy Galore, you know what I'm saying? Support the platform.
Oh, that's from Starport?
Yeah, from Starport, you know what I'm saying? Salute everybody from Starport.
Boosie boys.
Yeah, anytime y'all want to, you know what I'm saying, donate money, we here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get a fillet of fish with a small fry. That's it. I'm just trying to get a double cheeseburger with the mac sauce. Like I said before, man, with the female rap, I don't know if it's a feminization of male rappers. I just think it's more of a result that as much as you do trash Drake is a part of the last of dying breed. Drake, Kendrick, Cole, Future, Travis Scott, guys who've been here for 10 plus years. Thug, you know what I'm saying? Who stood the test of time, who when they came in, we were all like, okay, that can be the next superstar. They carried themselves like rap superstars. They have a level of mystique about them, or even if they have an online presence, you really don't hear them talk.
No, that's
They
facts.
move like the Beyonce, the Jay-Z's, the Weeknd, the way real superstar acts move. I may drop 2-3 albums. You may see me an interview here and there, but you're not gonna hear me talk. I'm not gonna go live and talk to niggas. You're not gonna see me in the press doing goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the male rappers from that who haven't been gunned down since 2018. Like you look at, what about the Cardis, the Uzis, the Kodaks, the 21 Savages, right? They have elevated their bars and their their stature in rap, right? The Yachties, but they have not. I don't know if because they came up in the internet SoundCloud era. I don't know what it is, but the generation after Drake and after even Travis Scott, they're not allowed to carry themselves with level of mystique because the accessibility of stars is such in demand where niggas can't hide out and go away for months at a time and still be popping. But it's because their music doesn't resonate long enough for niggas to go away. Like the reason why I bring up Travis Scott is because Travis Scott ain't dropped an album since 2018 and still one of the hottest niggas in the game. Because Astroworld, yes, he is. Because Astroworld resonated so much and is a classic album and had a old school merchandise push, tour, marketing,
Timeless records. Timeless
records.
Timeless records is a big one.
Right. Where when we bring up Lil Baby, all the other people who came after Travis Scott, the reason why they cannot move like Travis Scott is because they cannot drop the quality of music that popular,
but not timeless.
Right. If the quality of music dictates whether you can go away and seclude yourself in the public eye. If you dropping songs that are only gonna last 90 days, gonna have to pop out with another interview. You're gonna have to pop out doing something viral. You're gonna have to pop out on somebody's IG live. You see what I'm saying? When you dropping real #1 records, where your features going #1, I ain't gotta talk to y'all. I ain't gotta do no videos. I might drop some sneakers gonna sell out. You know what I'm saying? I may do a collab with somebody. Their record gonna pop like a Don Toliver, like a Baby King. You know what I'm saying? Like a Party Next Door. What a JID. Certain people where I'm so hot, niggas who I co-sign blowing up because my music that dope. A lot of Lil Baby, I know we got Rollo, you know what I'm saying, Rodriguez. I know we got certain people who come out of some of these new niggas camp. We got Stunner for Vegas, but even with these guys,
42 Doug,
we're not getting timeless music from a lot of these rappers. We may be getting certain songs and certain moments, but we're not getting bodies of work that stop time and transcend culture, and that when these albums dropped, they were the soundtrack of a year. They were the soundtrack of a season. Drake is the only Drake in the top 5 niggas that I named are the only people who make music that are the times of the season. Now people say, okay, J. Cole, he doesn't do that. Well, you may not ride to J. Cole, but niggas who fuck with J. Cole, yeah, like whenever he drops an album, that's their soundtrack. As much as we clowned Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers in the group chat, Grammy nominated, world tour, did numbers. Songs on that album are still songs I ride to this day. Like it's still fire music. Same thing with Future, same thing with Drake, same thing with like I said, Travis Scott. When it comes down to a lot of these niggas are not making music at a pace where they're gonna compete with these women. Because at this point, it's watered down. All these women gotta say, "Rip Me Out Plastic," I'm that brand new. Goddamn Ski, all this shit, and it's catchy. So, Act Bad, all this shit is catchy, and it's summertime. Like, You can play some Griselda, you can play some Detroit dog shit. You know what I'm saying? You can play some West Coast James Worthy, some Larry June, all you want to. You can play some fire. The girl's gonna be like, nigga, turn that bullshit off.
I'm trying.
Put on Sexy Red. Put on Lotto. We gonna play Rip Me Out the Plastic. I've been acting brand new 5 times. We gonna play Rip Me Out the Plastic 5 times.
Know what it is.
This hour. And y'all can't do nothing about it.
The pussy pink and the booty hole brown.
And guess what?
If you didn't know now, you know, nigga.
Niggas can't do nothing because as long as the women vibing, what you gonna do? You gonna stop the vibe to play some lyrical miracle shit? Because you know what you're doing it now, you scaring hoes.
And you want to know something too? I'm gonna point out too.
Go ahead.
Drake elevated 21 Savage to a realm that he could never get in by himself with this album, with the Her Loss album.
I've been trying to tell niggas 21 Savage name is 21 features, but go ahead.
And look, 21. When I remember when he first dropped, you know, original 1 foot in, 1 foot out, Red Ops. But none of the records, Ocean Drive, but none of those records are timeless records. See, he's gonna end up having timeless records because of this Her Loss album. It's not gonna be 21 made a timeless record. It's gonna be Drake and 21. And really, if we give it the real props that it's really Drake and a small bit of 21. Because
what timeless record is on Her Loss? That's 21 that we got. Oh yeah, when 21 come on here, like what's on that 21? Can you do? We don't even know them. We can't rap that shit.
But check me out, J Hill. Check me out. We not even rapping 21 verse. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the first Yellow Diamonds cost a lot, whatever the fuck can't tell you what he's saying. See what I'm saying? I can't tell you what he's saying, but I can tell you what the chorus say, and I know who's singing that. You feel what I'm saying? So like you're getting, that's one thing that Drake and Future can do for a nigga. We can give you timeless records on shit that they don't even really necessarily care about. That's the crazy part about it. This wasn't Drake's best work. It wasn't no shit that was some elite. Oh man, like what a time to be alive. 10 times better than this shit, and that was made in 6 hours.
Maybe, but listen, we're not gonna get to these debates. You're here, so listen. I want to skip over the Biggie topic real quick.
For sure.
We're gonna skip over it because Pops. You want to talk about the Biggie versus Ice Cube as a better storyteller, or you want to talk about the Lean of the Plug tape?
We could talk about Biggie and Ice Cube.
Yeah, let's segue to some more hip hop education.
Because Cube get a lot of disrespect, and I don't understand the Cube disrespect that goes on in the hip hop. I'm on Twitter.
No disrespect at all.
Listen,
on Twitter, bro, how they talk about Cube, like y'all forget he made. Nice. He made these niggas.
They hate Cube because he met up with Trump, bro.
No, it's not. What Pops is saying is true.
On Twitter.
Listen, on Twitter, it's a strong New York bias to where like Jay-Z is the greatest in everything in hip hop, and Biggie is gonna win every argument according to Twitter. But when I listen, salute to Star Report, when you go to other platforms, even certain segments of hip hop Twitter, I've seen the overwhelming majority of people say Ice Cube was the better storyteller. From my perspective, Pops, hip hop Twitter being close contact with a lot of hip hop aficionados on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I got connections with niggas who really from New York for real. The New York niggas was riding for Ice Cube, man. Real niggas from New York. So me personally, I ride with Ice Cube. And Biggie, I think Biggie's a better rapper, but as far as storytelling, I think Ice Cube was a better storyteller, but I don't think he was a better storyteller by like a big margin. I think it was like if it was a score, say if Ice Cube scored 93, Biggie scored 89. Like it's maybe a 4-point difference. It's not a big difference to me.
No, it's not at all. And also remember,
a big difference to me.
And remember too with Cube, right? A lot of that storytelling also got given to other rappers. Niggas forget that Eazy-E whole persona is Ice Cube. Them not his bars. This is Ice Cube life that he living that he gave to another nigga.
But hey,
Easy E was just a
now
performer.
we're finding out.
How he just be saying this
We're
real
finding
shit.
out now that Biggie was writing for Mace, and Biggie was, what song did he write for Mace that Mace just said he wrote for him? Some song he was writing for Mace. He was writing for Little Kim. He was writing for Little C's. So Biggie did his thing with the pen too. But I feel like we got to see more of fruition with Cube. We got to see him develop. We got to see him do more, speak more. And Biggie said a lot of such shit too. By the way, a lot of shit that nigga say pause.
He did, but this is what I'm saying with Cube, right? You got Ice Cube, who literally basically invented an entire nigga.
Yeah, a whole persona.
An entire
a group too.
A group and a whole person is invented from one nigga's life.
Dr. Dre, Eazy-E aren't rappers.
You know what I'm saying?
Like Dre had some on, but Cube was the master of that shit.
Yeah, bro. And you see, as far as what happened when Cube was like, bro, you know what, fuck it, I'm gone. You see who really stood the test of time. You know what I'm saying? And it was only one
downhill.
Who went down? Who?
I'm saying after Cube left, the group was good, but they weren't like they was before.
They was still good.
No, they were still.
He just died.
No. NWA stopped. NWA only put out 2 albums. They put out an album in '87, and right after that album, that's when Ice Cube left because he wasn't getting paid, and he was writing the music, and all the niggas getting paid was Jerry Heller and Eazy-E.
He was still good when Ice Cube.
Yeah, because he was still getting paid off Ice Cube because they all signed a priority record.
We talk about far still record, and he had.
Like what?
Thugs in the chamber.
When niggas say, even when he said about Dre, he was like, Dre date was only Easy paid day.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like he told niggas straight up, man.
Yeah.
So a lot of them, like Eazy-E was eating off all them niggas, bro.
Why the white man?
And also too, if you go listen to Eazy-E after Cube stopped writing for him, the music is completely different.
Allegedly.
Go ahead, Pop.
Somebody gave him that.
When Cube stopped writing for Eazy-E, you can hear the difference in the cadences, and the rhymes. They completely different at this point, and they two, the Cube, the Eazy-E Cube, and the Eazy-E with no Cube is 2 different niggas.
Facts.
You know what? And I played a record on Straight Outta Compton. Gangsta Gangsta is the 3rd song on Straight Outta Compton, right? It's straight Ice Cube. If you give Ice Cube those same beats Straight Outta Compton and don't put nobody on him, let him rap the whole thing, then Ice Cube could have had Straight Outta Compton as his first album. Because he wrote 100%. The bars from these other niggas anyways, and then he performed his own fucking bars on his own songs. So pretty much he did that album.
He wrote the best for MC Ren though.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. So to me, the impact that NWA had alone, Ice Cube got to get best storytelling. On top of the fact that he was able to write movies and shit. But I will say that Junior Mafia, The Commission, it's a lot of things, the mafioso shit that he had, that Biggie had. I feel like he was storytelling in real time with his crew and the things that he had. I think Biggie could have been a better storyteller over time, but with the limited shit that we have, I can't say that he's over Ice Cube. But Ice Cube being able to write movies, write scripts, being able to act, because acting is storytelling itself. Every actor is a storyteller because they're telling the story of the character they're portraying. So you combine that with his bars and knowing that he is a writer and he writes scripts and he wrote a nigga who wrote classic bars and classic movies, a nigga with no formal training of either,
I gotta say that,
is all, to me, by default, is the greatest storyteller in the history of hip hop.
But I just feel like
that's like any one of us becoming a great rapper and a fucking script writer. And I'm not saying just because DJ Pooh wrote Friday, so I'm not saying he wrote Friday and shit, but he does have writing credits in movies and films. So go ahead.
True, but no, it's just because I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know Ice Cube's catalog as far as storytelling as well as I do Biggie's. So the argument's a little bit more biased towards Biggie just because that's who I know more. But when it comes to like, I got a story to tell, or give me the loot, or what's beef, or niggas bleed, like I said, I don't know as much Ice Cube as I should. But the few songs I do from Ice Cube versus what I know from Biggie, I'm gonna go with Biggie. And I understand Ice Cube, regardless, I'm a fan of Ice Cube as well, but it's just like some of Biggie shit. That That shit was crucial.
Real quick, salute to Alana for the
Niggas
$10
need all
cash
that
app. Appreciate that. I'm definitely that's getting me and Robert a 5 for 5 for Wendy's and drive through right after the show.
Shit, a 5 for 5?
We got two
Yeah.
5 for 5s. J Doug.
Okay, look at us.
We got another thing. We got like 5, so we got a 5 for 5 for you too. So we got all
Amazing.
everybody on the podcast got a 5 for 5 on a Friday night. Salute to the cash app. $sign Florida Boy J took care of everybody for the $5 biggie bag at Wendy's.
Reach out and touch.
So this is what I want to say to you. When I get you on the Biggie talk, right? But Ice Cube dead ass wrote No Vaseline, and them niggas never said nothing else after that. And nothing else ever came. Like literally, there's nothing else after that song. There's nothing else that was ever to be said. Pop was still going.
Oh, well, Pop was gonna go regardless.
But what I'm easy.
But I feel you. I know what you're saying.
These niggas could have still went too. But No Vaseline, dead ass stopped an entire beef. They're like, bro, we can't fuck with this nigga, bro.
I agree.
Well,
on top of that,
Biggie, even though he was low key subliminally battling LL with Who Shot You and I Shot You, you know what I'm saying, back judge, but at the same time, Biggie never really like got into no beef. Like he ain't respond to hit him up, you know what I'm saying? Like
true.
Ice Cube was, you know what I'm saying? Ice Cube was beefing with niggas, not like niggas for real, but you know what I'm saying? On wax,
he had a couple
beefing on wax, yeah. Like we just said, No Vaseline. Ice Cube is the originator for beefing.
No Vaseline was best. He had a couple bangers.
Yeah, on beefing with niggas on wax.
Yeah.
So Biggie, for the fact that, you know, while he was alive, he really wasn't openly going at niggas, and niggas was dropping diss records on him. That has to be, you know, a ding in his, you know, storytelling shit too.
True, but damn.
You gotta think, bro. Literally, they was coming for Cube, and then he dropped one song, and that was the end of that shit. There was nothing else to be said. Nigga was like, bro, we gotta let it be what it is. We can't even go back with this nigga. Dr. Dre can't say that. Biggie can't say that. No other artist that you can think of in the history that got into a rap beef, dead ass ended an entire beef with one song. Not
also at the same time,
letting that be it.
Another thing was with Ice Cube and his shit, it was direct. Like he was direct with everything he said. Like nowadays, you know, even with Biggie, Who Shot You, it was a lot of discreet, like here and there, like you kind of know what he's talking about, but he ain't say names. But with fucking Ice Cube, nah, he was naming niggas and he was giving exact details like that. He wasn't playing, like he didn't want nobody questioning who he was talking about. So that puts a little bit of I can see that shit too though.
And I will say this, and we were listening to Biggie, like Somebody's Gotta Die. Things like track 2 on Life After Death. And nigga talking, he was walking through a story. To me, Biggie is like top 2-3 storytellers, top 5 storytellers in hip hop.
Yeah, for real.
People say Slick Rick, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people. I think somebody who's underrated, but I'm, you know, it's just because it's my personal favorite. You know, Currency is a super underrated storyteller. Like to me, Currency's whole aesthetic is storytelling, and it's storytelling on like a regular nigga vibe. You know what I'm saying? Larry June kind of got a little bit of that. Wiz Khalifa got a little bit of that, like that whole laid back storytelling flow. But I do think Biggie is, like I said, Biggie's a great storytelling. You want to read that? My bad.
No, you
okay. Pardon. My pops always said Cube was bigger back than almost any artist of that time. He was one of the artists that never really gave a fuck, like No Vaseline. Exactly, you know what I'm saying? Or a Hand of a Dead Body. You know what I'm saying? He was, you know, shout out Khalid Muhammad and all this other shit. Ice Cube was like he was like a revolutionary gangster rapper. Yeah.
Love Hardcore Killers.
That's what I'm saying. So Ice Cube got the street cred, and then he got like the pro-black cred, where like he used, like once he got his platform, he doubled down on his blackness instead of double down on like being a fly nigga on some mafioso shit. Nah, nigga, we coming to take the White House. Like, nah, nigga, like Black Power. Like, we kicking it with Khalid Muhammad, nigga. Like, we getting our guns up, like on some Pac shit. Regardless of what he did after that, but when he was in his peak, he stood for real nigga shit.
Yeah, facts. And you know, the other thing is too, a lot of these newer artists and these beefs that they don't really want to name drop in. One thing that they knew about Cube are really a real street nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So they know, hey, look, this shit could really be deeper than rap for real. We can't really fuck with this nigga because the hood really fuck with this nigga. You catch what I'm saying? So like, I think that's another aesthetic when it comes to Cube and Biggie. I'm not saying that niggas wouldn't go hard for Biggie. But that West Coast, if you go up over there and like witness that culture, like when a nigga really from them trenches out there, bro, you are damn near untouchable.
Can I be honest though? I'm gonna be honest. Let's keep it a buck, right? Now I'm gonna keep it a buck. Now we like to think that, but in all reality, Cube got with NWA when he was like 16, 17 years old, still living in his parents' crib. He wasn't really on no gangster shit. He was just a regular nigga who knew how to rap. But he was getting, he was with NWA. He was already a famous rapper before. But what I'm saying about Ice Cube, keeping it in the buck, Ice Cube was already a famous rapper before he was ever able to jump outside to the streets, really outside. So Ice Cube, because he was with NWA and their influence, has like G gangster credential just in the public eye, and even in certain spaces. Yeah, Ice Cube was a real nigga, but if you talk to like a lot of niggas who's rolling with Death Row, a lot of the Crips and the Bloods who was really like roll around, you know, the MC8s, the DJ Quicks, you know what I'm saying, the Dog Pound, niggas like that. Like, Ice Cube had a level of protection and comfort, but Ice Cube knew where and where not to go. And Ice Cube
100%.
wasn't really rolling around with them real gangsters in LA to get in them trenches like that, but he really wasn't trying to be in the trenches like that, because one thing about Ice Cube, his wife, which is like his, you know what I'm saying, like his ride or die, and his other business partners kept him in the movie, kept him in the trajectory where you see where Ice Cube is today.
Do you think?
And Ice Cube couldn't really be on no gangster shit and be where he at right now. But and the reason I'm saying that, I'm gonna land my plane with Biggie. Even though Biggie wasn't no moving birds and all that, he was a small time crack dealer, and he was moving, you know what I'm saying, some bags on the block. So even if Biggie wasn't the nigga with the kilos, he still was on the streets. I'll say he probably got more street cred than Ice Cube. But to me, we're talking about storytelling and rapping.
Yeah,
and being a storyteller in hip hop and just being a storyteller overall is Ice Cube. All that other shit outside of the fact, did it really play into it if Ice Cube can still rap like a gangster just as good as Biggie? Because they're both telling stories. Biggie wasn't a gangster. Biggie mom had him in public school, lived in a pretty straight neighborhood. Biggie he didn't grow up like hard like Pac or like Boosie or like even Hove. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these other niggas came from the trenches. Both of them niggas didn't come from the trenches. Both of the niggas came up with a stable household. They weren't moving around. The house they were, they blew up in was a house they grew up in. Ice Cube and Biggie. I remember. I'm not saying I remember. I seen a video of MTV like going to I think it was Yo MTV Raps going to Ice Cube's crib, and he was still like living in his mom with like a platinum plaque, like in his same bedroom he grew up in. But that's showing you like, yeah, niggas had homes, niggas had moms and dads. They weren't gangsters back in the day. You didn't have to be killing niggas. Back in the 80s, early 90s, you didn't really have to be actually killing and shooting niggas to get a record deal and be rapping about killing and shooting niggas.
What's going on?
The first rapper to come in repping a flag was Snoop Dogg. I just realized that.
Maybe.
I would say some on the mainstream level.
But that was that gang shit. Like niggas wasn't repping gangs back then.
But I would say IQ be just better than Biggie just because we really actually got to see what Ice Cube actually did. Biggie was a good potential, but I really never really. Biggie wasn't ever really my.
Go ahead.
No, looking at it now, I can see like from the standpoint of how much Ice Cube, like how many people Ice Cube is in behind, as far as from NWA to his shit, like he's got a catalog, even if it's not specifically his, he's a part of it, and he's the reason why a lot of these niggas is as popular as they are. Versus Biggie, who I feel like Biggie has a very good catalog, storytelling, and just tracks and everything in general, but like it's for him, like Ice Cube had a whole group, and then he had his own whole solo career. He had like 3-4 albums where he was knocking niggas out, and then he had an album
and West Side Connection.
Yeah, and West Side Connection. And then he was with NWA, and that's the beginning of it. Like his start was NWA. Biggie, I mean, compared to Biggie's start was good too, but when you say, "Hey, my first good run was NWA," like damn,
Ice Cube really got 3 rap groups. He got that that Mount Westmore, West Side, but real shit. That's still a group. They got West Side Connection and they got NWA.
You listening to Mount West?
And you know what's crazy with Cube too is it's the reinvention of yourself to stay relevant after
Every
leaving
time.
NWA, because
Every
that's
time.
the other thing that a lot of these artists don't have, right? And in the newer rap game is the way to reinvent yourself to stay relevant in this music shit. So when people say, "Bro, I can respect the music," even if you don't listen, you can respect the music. A lot of these artists don't have respectable music. It's
And Cube,
value, but it's not respectable.
and honestly, Cube to me, he ain't fall off till about 2005,
I don't
2006.
think he ever fell off.
Yeah, really. No, I think he just stopped, like left the rap game. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he fell off
he
either.
was still dropping albums. You got albums that
He
dropped,
really
like,
left. He really left at like a peak of his career and went to
Remember that
acting.
song? You scared? Go to church. You know what I'm saying? He did with motherfucking
Yeah.
Lil Jon in them. That shit was hard.
The Real Nigga Roll Call.
Yeah, Real Nigga Roll. I think that's the song. So personally, like I said, I think Ice Cube, yeah, you probably say he didn't really fall off. He just like, nigga, you just stopped rapping and got into more movies.
you're not gonna get that big budget, man, from the record labels all the time.
Who, Ice Cube? But he never really needed it because he had a brand outside of fucking hip hop with acting, where if he dropped music, you got niggas, you know what I'm saying? It's like a Will Smith bag. He was like a gangster version of Will Smith.
But
Yeah,
you know,
he
but
lasted longer than probably what he thought he was, I would say. His
but you
last
know,
album drop was 2018.
Yeah, we ain't hear that shit. But to change
yeah,
topics, let's talk about you know, the news of the day in the world of Negroes and degenerates. You know, Adam 22's wife, Lena the Plug, sex tape dropped. I don't know the black actor. My bad. I don't know these porn niggas like that, so I'm not really
I
like
don't know his name.
well informed with niggas. But
Something with a BBC.
I don't know this nigga's name. But obviously the tape dropped. It went viral on Twitter this morning. And Pops, what's your initial reaction to the news?
So two things. First off, I did with mid. But secondly, secondly, as a man, I don't see how you can watch another nigga at any point plow your woman like this. And they was like, for me, it's mid whatever, right? But them niggas was in love, look like, on that motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? And you,
I mean, they are. Hold on, Pops. They
What's that?
are porn actors, so
no facts.
you
facts,
are
facts,
a
facts.
highly paid person to make it look like the
But
sex
your
is.
emotions don't know that that's just acting.
No, what I'm saying is when after that shit happened, you know, I'm watching Adam talk about it. He's like, yeah, you know, she said she was sore for a few days, and you know, it didn't really fit for the next couple days. You feel what I'm saying?
He just said,
So-
hold on, J Doug, you got it. What you say, bro?
Because that pussy was dry, you was hurting. That shit, that shit was probably chafing the next day.
Yo.
Yeah, but you know, as a man though, you feel me? I don't give a fuck how deep my girl let me do whatever. That's your problem, not mine. I ain't gonna I'm a nigga that can't take what I dish out. So
yo, I'm a nigga that can't. That nigga said,
I'm keeping it a beam, bro.
Niggas will not say that.
First Pops coat respect.
I am not a nigga that can take what he dish out. Yo,
that's the realest shit.
I'm keeping it real, bro.
Straight up.
A lot of niggas won't admit that, and they'll say, "I'm gonna do this and do that, bro." Not me, bro. I can't eat for 3 days, type shit. Because I can't believe that she did this shit.
But what if I asked it the last time, Pops? What if you got, after all that happened, and you wake up the next morning and you got 500,000 in the bank? Could you do your thing? Could you make that?
He's still gonna be hurting. He's just gonna be hurting and rich.
So I'm just gonna cry and wipe my face with them $100 bills. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you gonna cry?
Like you gonna be hurting.
Yeah,
every time you see her, you gonna be
upset. Nah, J Dub.
But you gonna go buy
everybody in here see J Dub. You said, but if you put yourself in this position, you won't want that to happen either.
No, I ain't, bro. You gotta think.
I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah, you is.
Yeah. Yo, bro, you talking about a girl you dating for 3
You gonna be bawling, crying.
You gonna be buying
bro,
shit.
that
probably
see
a
that
little
shit.
more than 500,000.
Man, look, on top of that, I'm gonna be
Put a
another
quarter.
real nigga thing, and this is a
I ain't
double
gonna literally
standard.
say none of that much.
Bro, that's like
Yeah,
a nigga wearing your clothes and shitting in them.
Not even
Bro.
modeling. Shit.
That's
Like,
like a
baby, I look
nigga
good in
really
these.
coming in your
Hurtful.
shit, putting on your shoes, your favorite shirt, and
He
your
modeling it
clothes.
too?
Like he's
And
literally
she
like,
you look great, babe.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yo
like
shit.
violating. That's like a nigga taking pictures of your family, dog.
Yeah,
Oh,
nah,
Man, a
yeah.
nigga put on your freshest fits and take pics for Instagram and act
It's
like
like a
he hit
nigga creasing your
I
favorite
knock all
shoes.
this shit
That's
over.
like a nigga take your favorite shoe and just squeezing
In
the
your
fuck
house.
out of it
Let me ask
in
you
your
this.
house
Do you give her
with your socks on.
Do you give her credit for being able to let him smash other girls on camera and not trip out?
It's a double standard, and I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a double
I'm not gonna
standard.
say double standard. I'd say both of them niggas is on some nut shit, but keep going.
No,
I mean, see,
no,
that's
this-
what I'm saying.
No,
We on
this
that
what I'm
nut
saying.
shit. That's
This
their
what I'm saying,
relationship.
Hill. So check me out,
They
Hill.
get
This
nutty.
what I'm saying. Once again, hey, look, baby, you can't come to me and say, "Well, you know, I let you do." That's your fault. That ain't got shit to do with me. Hey, look, I can't. Hey, look, I threw a line in the water, right? I wasn't expecting to catch a fucking 40-pound bass. You feel what I'm saying?
But you
But
got
I
me roll
caught
that
that
bitch
motherfucker.
in.
You know what I'm saying? And look, if you and look, any nigga that if you got a bad bitch and she talking about herself, you know, you're like, hey, what you think about, you know, sleeping with another chick? She say, hell yeah, they gonna take it. That don't mean the other way around is gonna work like that.
Because women know they gonna flip that shit later. They always got a plan with that shit.
But what I'm saying is, as a nigga, like I said before, I can't take what I can dish out. That's the facts. So just because I'm gonna accept it, I'm gonna be all happy. I'm gonna be all happy and shit, right? But I'll be damned if you come and ask, you got me fucked up. You think you finna ask me to fuck somebody else? Well, then you a single bitch then at this point.
Nah, I don't feel what Adam did. It was a little. I mean, for far as their profession, I understand why they did it. As far as their profession,
it's just one of the things. The way they was doing things before, like he said, they was fucking multiple females together. Eventually, it was gonna come to the point, especially with their relationship. It was gonna come to the point where eventually, well, I figured it'd be a threesome, but it was just her fucking old boy. So that shit, you know, it came up a little bit.
But the thing is, they didn't need the money.
Come up. And let me tell you like this one time too.
Just like what Pop said, they didn't need the money, so it's not like
didn't need the
it's
money.
not like this was their come up, their life changing come up.
And the publicity been going crazy.
Real quick.
That's hold on before you. That's like equivalent to niggas saying, "Hey man, your bitch gonna get piped out for like 6 bands." Like 6 bands ain't gonna change your life, but will it give you a little boost for like the time being?
bit?
Yeah. But is that boost worth looking at your girl different? Fuck no.
But your
I don't
girl
like you
been
like
wanting
that.
to take that shot. This is what I'm saying. After seeing how dry it is, he probably don't give a fuck, bro. After seeing how bad that pussy
Hey,
is,
yo.
I don't care how dry
Bro,
your
if
if
her
her
shit
shit
was-
on camera, it's not gonna be okay.
but if her shit was like juicing up, overflowing, water, cooling water, tsunami, that shit
Man.
was
Eyes
If
roll
that-
back.
if that
Eyes
shit
roll
was
back.
macaroni and cheese,
She's
bro.
saying so. J
Oh,
Duck. So,
nothing.
so she's
Macaroni.
saying if she's not part of the cream team or the squirt squad, it wasn't hitting on nothing.
bro. That shit was macaroni and cheese, bro.
So see, this is my thing though. But this is my thing though.
J
I
Duck,
understand
That made me
people
jump
do
off the
shit
train.
like that when the money going down. When we starting to go broke, then we need a little bit of excitement to
Yeah,
bring the
you know-
masses back.
Yeah, you know that
Adam
jumper
22
kind of been
not
going down
nowhere.
past couple months.
It has been. It has been. Which look, you see what Hill just said? That's what I'm saying. You do that, but the thing is, the money aspect, it wasn't for the money. It was for what was coming with it. Like he hyping it up, like I can't wait to see my wife take this BBC on the 13th. You feel what I'm saying? Like it, like it's the hype
It sounded
behind it.
desperate when he
It
said
ain't
it.
Yo,
nothing
no
to do with
nigga who's like really out here like moving would ever feel like that.
Yeah. He didn't
Yeah,
do that
that-
for the publicity. He didn't feel that way though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For the publicity, yes, but that's what I'm saying. It wasn't about the money. It was about the clout at this point because clout, we know, is a drug, right? It had nothing to do with these niggas got money.
Hey, yo, Active Beats just said some suit. Active Beats. The problem, he had a podcast saying that she can't smash any guys. After the wedding, he gave in a letter. Adam's just a weak dude.
That's facts. And when he described it and when he explained it, right, he's like, well, you know, she let me do A, B, C, D, E, whatever with all these other girls. I could let her. No, the fuck I can't. No, I
And I'm
can't.
gonna say it like this.
Go ahead.
He let her bust in her. Now, would you rather? Because
I forgot he
fast forward to the
Oh
end.
no,
He let her bust in her.
I forgot about that.
That's what I wanted to look for.
breeding.
Was it going to be on the face or was it going to be in? Which one?
Bread.
Now, Robert, not the
Bread, no toast.
But which one you prefer?
Bread,
You
no
had to
crust.
kiss.
Prefer?
Yeah, inside or on the face? Green pie on the face.
Dead.
I have no other choice
to that, Rob. Hey, Rob. Rob, don't answer that.
Look. This thing. They got together. They were doing their
You
thing.
are a sick
doing their
man.
threesome shit, whatever. As I don't care what Adam 22 says. I don't care how whatever he markets, whatever he says.
Mm-hmm.
The way they started, it was just him, his girl, and other bitches.
Mm-hmm.
When that new dude got introduced, I'm telling you right now, that nigga was in the bathroom. He was hurt. He was crying. That nigga is upset till this day because I don't care what a nigga tell you. It's different when you got your bitch
in the ass. Robert, you ain't answer the question, man.
None of it. None of it's gonna be okay.
Yo, bro, like,
that nigga's not okay at all.
Yo, imagine a nigga
He's
piping your
dying
girl
inside.
better than you, and that shit's on film.
Hold on, Hill. Somebody said nutting her ass is crazy.
I wonder what was the logic behind
How you
saying
fuck
Bro, a
better
nigga
and
pipe your
green pie?
current girl better than you on camera for money for the world to see.
And
You
then
might
nutting
as
her.
well
And she
throw
with
me
a
off
nigga
the
that you
Buckman
just
Bridge
met.
with 3-pound weights on my ankles.
Breeder. And this is the thing. This is another thing for Adam Twitch is bad too, because it's like in America, they got that whole like black dominance type thing in some of these subcultures. Like these white dudes be liking that weird shit of like, oh, black dudes taking over.
It's a cut culture.
It's a cut culture. So like that shit is even worse for him because now it's like it's a stereotype that a lot of people believe in. He just got involved in it, whether he says it willingly or not. Like he don't want that noise, but that's the noise he getting. And he ain't, I'm telling you, he hates that shit.
Salute to a beautiful soul. She says, hey, everybody, y'all talking about the driest fuck of the year. Better get him some salve for all that torn shaft skin. Holy,
bro, that
shit was dry.
That might be the comment of the night,
bro. That shit was too
Torn
dry. I'm like,
Hey, that bit was dry.
You gonna set?
That bit was, but you know what's crazy though?
I only observed the film for content and research purposes. At sacrifice my eyes and my time for the audience to properly observe and critique objectively the film that was Lean the Plug and this random black dude. And this is another thing too. Okay, if I was ever getting into porn, bro, I'm getting to like the absolute best shape of my life because I'm not gonna be out here drunk on perks, giving my bitch a lazy dick.
I don't even
and this niggas out here, and this niggas out here doing like 300 push-ups, like putting my bitch through the mattress, bro. Like that's who you compete with now. You getting in the porn game. You in the NBA, you're fucking now.
Fight back.
You can't be sitting here thinking you just out here like a pedestrian. Bro. You getting judged on like NBA levels now.
Hey, look, and you know what's crazy?
So now, but listen, you getting comfortable. You Adam getting tattoos. You eating perks, drinking Henny, giving your bitch lazy dick on camera. You got a nigga who do 800 push-ups every morning, coming through punching dick in your bitch, and now you looking crazy.
He put her to the ultimate white man challenge.
Hey, look, hey, Hill, but this
exactly and this money and this business, or you want you a big dick. This day, bitch, you gonna choose. And she chose. She said, "I'm gonna ride that big dick, but I'm gonna come back home." And that's what he
not to me.
Don't be mad at me.
Not to me.
He said, "Babe, don't be mad at me."
Not
she
to me.
Know what a business at.
Hey, nigga said,
not to me.
Nigga said, "Pimps up, hoes down, let's go."
Hey, look, hey, Hill, check me out.
Friday night.
Hey, the crazy shit about the whole thing is, right? As a male, think of it like this: it's one thing to find out your bitch cheating on you, right? That shit already make you sick to your stomach. But to willingly have to see this shit happen, I have to. I don't know, bro. Everybody just gotta die on
easier,
set.
bro.
And the likes and the likes too.
You got
on the video. Likes and
to-
views.
You got time to work it out in
Comments
your
as
head,
well.
bro. If you know
What do
2
you?
weeks in
How do you prepare
advance,
yourself,
Great
J-Dub?
video.
How do you prepare yourself?
She's
What do you
taking it.
prepare
Oh,
yourself?
man, that's terrible.
What do you tell yourself as a man to prepare yourself for a situation
you
like
get
that?
all the
What-
information. What he gonna bust at? What's going on? Da 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 da.
Where you
How
gonna
much
bust
money
at?
I'm gonna get?
No,
Where
you
you
know what?
gonna
Nah,
bust at?
nah.
Like buying a car.
What if now? Let me throw a different perspective out there. What if because Adam has had sex with multiple porn stars and whatever women he chooses with the clout that he has,
She's gonna ask for a game.
what if her box ain't that fire to him?
Bro, that box ain't
That's
fire
fact.
to nobody, bro.
That's
I
fact.
mean, I don't know. What I'm saying, what if that box really ain't that fire to him, and he's like, "Yo, whoever wants to fuck her, can fuck her, because not like she's about to get us in the best ass to her, anyways."
Okay.
And hold on, and see niggas think it's gonna be fire, and all niggas saying, "Hey man, you mid, your pussy was dry," and Adam already knew that. So now Adam, Adam may have played one up on everybody. Like, see, now y'all see the box is dry. That's why I ain't that pressed.
Yeah.
And she ain't on the squirt squad, or she ain't on the cream team.
Yeah.
So y'all thought I was playing.
Yes.
Double cross like a triple cross.
Church.
White man is a master of technology. Remember that.
Amazing.
You're right.
Use black
You're
man
right.
as a pawn in the game to play the Mandingo card,
A lot of other bitches.
just to let you know
You gonna have some scabs on
that
your
his
head.
half white Yaku bitch
He got some scabs.
ain't a part of the Super Soaker squad or a part of the cream team
Yeah.
committee.
And you gonna
And
need
make-
a couple days.
And for Adam to be hitting these porn stars, he has hit the NBAs of Coochie.
Now
right?
let me tell you where
Go
it's
ahead.
gonna go. Let me tell you what y'all need to get ready for the next level.
Let us know.
Adam finna get a blackest woman he can find
I don't think you
and ghetto gag.
I don't think you will.
That's where Adam going.
No.
He said, I
No,
let a nigga fuck
no,
my
he
wife,
ain't going
so
there.
I'm allowed to ghetto gag.
Nah, see,
I don't
now
think you
you're
will.
getting into some black
I
sexual
don't think you
slave
will.
fetish.
See,
I'm
see,
telling you,
I
man.
don't,
Bro, this
I don't,
stuff
I
only
don't see that.
Hit Courtney Love's last comment. It's a glorification of the truth, and I just need that to be acknowledged tonight. Look, listen, and learn. Let's go, FBJ. Courtney Love, you know I'm only preaching the prosperity of the pimping right now. I'm just providing and presiding over the congregation.
He's preaching, but I'm prophesying. I'm telling y'all what's coming next.
This nigga
Man,
J-Dub
nah,
said he's
hey, look,
preaching, but
man,
I'm
hey, look.
prophesizing.
Hey,
and
hey,
There's gonna be
predicting.
a black
So-
woman getting ghetto gagged by Adam 22.
See, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you though. I don't like what Hill just said though makes sense, right? Because he has fucked a fucking hell of a roster of bitches.
Yes.
And that and
He
look
wants
and as a person, as a human being, as a person, I can tell you right now that every pussy that he done hit, as a person of color, as a man, we gonna rate the pussy, right? We gonna get a pussy a rating.
pussy.
So
Niggas gonna rank the pussy like rivals.com.
So
Like rivals.com. Niggas said it's a 5-star.
you gotta rate the pussy.
pussy.
Hey, look. So like Hill said, Lena pussy was a 2.5 star. It was a 2-star. I wasn't hitting on nothing. But I got that 5-star finna come and do the podcast with us in 2 weeks. I'm finna put her through the floor. What you said, Hill? I'm finna do my 300 push-ups. I'm finna do my chin-ups. I'm finna get my leg workouts going.
2 days in the gym.
I'm
Getting the
finna
libido
call up,
right.
you know what I'm saying? I'm finna call up, you know what I'm saying, the best per trainer I got because I got Sarah J coming through the
Oh,
You got hey man, this nigga just say Sarah.
all the chicks that you could have had.
You gotta be on Twitter for that shit, bro.
No, I'm on Twitter and I know the body, yes, but the face, that's the first one you go to, sir. You got some explaining to do on that one. He said Thomas Jefferson. He said Sarah J. Thomas Jefferson. You skipped a lot of steps to get to her.
Oh,
You skipped a lot of steps.
See now, hold on,
You skipped a lot of steps to get to that.
And see, this is my
Body
problem.
wise,
And see, this is my problem with black people and why niggas can't beat snow allegations. Because out of all the white bitches, we could have named a few white bitches, right?
Facts.
and you sat up here and named
Sarah J.
Sarah J.
And said it confidently too.
Like, how many more white bitches we got?
Nobody was gonna question.
We got Alexis Texas. We got Gina Michaels.
Gianna Michaels.
Yeah. We got some white bitches,
Jesse
right?
Rogers.
You know why Sarah J got it.
Why you said Sarah J, bro? Like Sarah J is like the white bitch that like people be like niggas love that bitch.
Your homie bring her over. And like, we don't want her, but
as much propaganda we've pushed on Twitter that we don't watch her content, you went ahead and slipped up and said Sarah J. Just to let motherfuckers know, niggas, Sarah J is what Larry Bird is to the NBA, to niggas.
Hey, man.
That bitch is Larry Bird with a BBL.
Is.
That bitch is Thomas Jefferson with a boob job.
Chill.
That bitch is like the principal off of the Breakfast Club movie. Hey, I'm sorry, man. Listen, hey, man, this Respect Facts podcast. Man, that bitch would like Squidward if he was a human. Yo, let me relax, because niggas is talking crazy about Sarah J. Like niggas ain't rubbed hella kids out to Sarah J. I ain't saying me, but she has serviced the black community many times over. I think it's a good time to end the podcast and wrap it up.
Crazy.
So let's just summarize topics. We talked about how the feminization of hip hop has eroded the black male rapper, and how the female rapper has taken advantage of it commercially. Number 2, we talked about Biggie and Ice Cube and who was the better lyricist, and we had a Drink Champs clip, but I don't need to hear Tony Yayo's revisionist history when he was locked up for stabbing niggas. Like, Tony, you weren't even out in the streets. So, and I respect Yayo, but you know, it is what it is. And then after that, we talked about this Lean the Plug, her sex tape, and his Adam 22. Does he have the upper hand? And did he play the classic white man technology game on everybody? You know, this is a great episode, Pops. Hey, next time we record, probably Monday, Tuesday, you got to pull up, got to be in studio with me and Rob, man. You got to get down with, me, Rob, J. Doug. You know what I'm saying? Speak that real shit.
I'm going to have to tap in for sure.
Yeah, man. And I appreciate everybody who's Cash App and Super Chats. Like I said, man, we got enough money to get everybody who recorded a 5 for 5 Biggie bag. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I get my double cheeseburger. Gene Bacon cheeseburger.
Well, all right.
And subscribe to the podcast. We're going to be dropping clips. We'll see you guys at the top of the week, Monday, Tuesday. Hit the like button, share, $ Florida Boy J904. Hit the link, Perspective Facts Podcast. You guys have a safe weekend. Thank you. Peace.
Right. Well, all right.
Making sure.
Well, okay. Feels like Jazz Grand Prix a little bit. Yeah. Sometimes life is a bitch. When you meet her, make sure you dress her in the freshest fit. Get money out of. Make them clutch shots when it comes down to the wire. Gummy bears, crossword gummy bears had me geeking. Fresh as fuck polo bears on my boxer skiing. In the middle of the summertime, that shit crazy. Hit the gym, sweat for your health, stop being lazy. 32 in the compact for snake niggas sneaking. Still ain't see the haters, I can feel them niggas breathing. Made a light shine on them when they hear the guy speaking. Speaking on me, I'ma hit your girl this weekend. Yeah. Shoe me's on my pizza, I'm tripping, but I'm getting cheese. Wanted to be make-believe, but it ain't. My lungs are older than you think. GDP as a youngin' and I'm still rolling dank. Baby looking delicious, I wanna dip in a tank of chocolate, then lick it off properly. Like whoever looking finna get a show, who's stopping me? Blue lemon on my raw, organic black property. I'm coming up like Mentos in a Coke bottle. Wanna make a Coke, I ain't a reference, but I don't want a fair problem. I'm fresh as fuck if the feds watching. My outfit killed a white bitch, I think I need a Johnny Cochran. I made sure the gloves fit, sipping OJ. She brushed her teeth and tongue with my dick, I came Colgate. Afternoon when Robin, Florida boy J, chilling Riverside, few shots, watching my tequila sunrise. I fucked her from midnight to sunshine, smoked her after she climaxed, made a tree climb. Then I'm out, then I'm back to the crib, then I'm out, back to the streets is where I live. Yeah, sometimes life is a bitch. When you meet her, make sure you dress in the freshest fit. Get money out of, make them clutch shots when it comes down to the wire. Yeah. Sometimes life is a bitch. When you meet her, dress in the freshest fit. And they get money out of, clutch shots when it comes down to the wire. Yeah. Run it up, motherfucker, run it up.
Yeah, operation get this money anyway.
Yeah, run it up, motherfucker, run it up. operation, get this money any way possible. Niggas going broken to me, it ain't logical. Whether you got a pocket full of stacks or still in pocket full, stack it to the ceiling, the vacation somewhat tropical. Smoking on that tropical, shit look like poison, no. Damn it, nigga, I don't even ask what it's going for. Yo, I had to do it. I had to.